Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for December 5th, and it is Saturday, and so we have some pretty incredible energy to talk about. I see it's so neat when I do these readings because I see energy manifest its potential, and I believe that today is a manifestation of potential. So I want to talk about the fact that Mars in Libra at a point today will align with the moon in Libra. That is a harmonious union. Now, of course, all moon energy eventually will align with its ruler because it's such a fast-moving planet. But I love that when it aligns, it is in opposition with Uranus and Aries. So let me explain a little bit about the dynamic of when Mars and the moon align. So Mars is the planet of passion, and it's where endurance lies. It is where I believe that Mars is equally as important to understand as your moon. Mars, it is so important to understand where your passion lies. And so for some of you that may not understand astrology, please go to www.cafeastrology.com. You can get a free natal chart along with some minor interpretations, and it will tell you where Mars lies. Mars drives us. It is our passion. It is the way that we endure strife. It is how we endure it. Now, right now, it is in Libra, and it doesn't really care for this energy because Mars has to be a much more diplomatic energy in this. It has to be somewhat passive-aggressive. Ultimately, what Mars likes is to go kick a little ass and take some names. Like, it likes to be in a fire-based energy because its ruler, it rules Aries, a fire-based energy. A very action-oriented energy. So the way that we take action is defined by Mars. And so the way that you're taking action right now is in this weird diplomatic area in your life where you are pondering and considering both sides to the point to where it can be somewhat indecisive energy. When that aligns with Mars today, I think we get a moment of clarity in the fact that when we're considering pros and cons, the pros and the cons align and we form some sort of decision because it is meeting up with Mars, and there's a conversation between the way that we emotionally, where our emotional barometer is and where our passion lies. And so there's some form of clarity. Understand that Libran energy is very indecisive energy because of this. It gets caught between pros and cons and can equally see both sides, which is why it's such a great legal-based energy because it can defend defendants and it can defend people that people would not necessarily want to defend it because maybe there's some psychological reason that they committed the crime that they did, or maybe it was an environmental aspect to the way that they grew up that helped develop their dissociative personalities. But all of this energy, that's why Libra energy is so good for that. So when our emotions align with the planet of passion, and it is in opposition with Uranian energy, it challenges us to think outside of the box about some ideas that we're having, some ideals, more importantly, that we're having. So today is a day where you will try to find a harmonious resolution for an issue in a partnership, or maybe even in some legal issue that may bring emotional fulfillment. This really honestly isn't about the win as much as it is about the harmony in the situation and some form of agreement that is best for all. Now, as a person who loves balance and strives for balance every day, especially when I have a moon in Aries, and there really is no balance ever with a moon in Aries, I really eat up this kind of energy because it helps me find peace in the word patience and endurance and in harmony. I love the definition in my soul from this need to push forward and to fight a battle into that where I consider both sides, and I pull back and I create harmony in both sides. So beautiful energy, love the energy personally myself. Now, another great aspect to today, and one thing that I think that you guys can identify as well, is the fact that the Sun and Saturn are conjunct, and they're both trining Uranus and Aries. So optimism, hope, enthusiasm is something that I see today. You feel closer to what you deeply desire, and there is a sense of empowerment in this energy. Saturn isn't in a mode where it wants to create obstacles and form opposition for you to develop opinion. What it is it's aligning with your desires, and it is helping you have control over what you desire and forming a diplomatic opinion while considering what you individually want. And I'm not even kidding you, that's such a beautiful energy, because I often work in these extremes with an Aries moon, and I'm a Leo on the cusp of Cancer. All my primary degrees are in Cancer, so I'm like a baby kiki cat. And so sometimes with all of this fire-based energy, there's a lot of instability in the way that I move forward and when I'm action oriented. And so to have all this Libra energy, to have the Sun and Saturn align, I really feel like there's just a sense of respect and this ability to understand the bigger picture in how we're going to take action moving forward. Now, peace, balance, and harmony are going to be something that you desire today, and something that you're going to desire to spread. You're going to find probably there's a lot of inspirational messages that can come along with this. I would encourage you on your Facebook and public media for you to spread this harmonious energy and infect people with it, because it's such a glorious energy today. Now, if many of you are seeking to control people, and there are these people, like, understand that we're caught between this dynamic of these people that want to, so there are people that have had control over masses of people, or have been steering people toward collective mindsets, or have narcissists who have been controlling and mentally controlling groups of people to be beneficial. We're moving away from that. Understand the jig is up in those types of dynamics. And so power struggles may happen in relationships, especially in legal matters, and harmony is going to be the end result. Pros and cons are going to be weighed, and honest to God, there's going to be the good guys win in this type of energy. If you are a person who's working in a lower vibration, then you're going to be squaring off with the moon, squaring off with Mars, and squaring off with Uranus. Anytime you square Uranus and you are seeking control due to some sort of deficiency that lies within you, meaning that if you are having some if the way that you identify yourself is through domination and control, then you are going to be the unfortunate individuals that get a slap on the ass and a reality check on the fact that there's some really unpredictable energy that really sideswipes you and makes you not understand where all of that information came from and why it came to you. So the way that I see it is in political forums, or in governmental forums, or in media that tries to control the way that people think, what they try to do is use shock factor in order to gain some sort of collective opinion. And, people are going to see through that, because there's a pro and there's a con to the scenario. that people are trying to seize. So don't fall for this collective mental manipulation. And that's what it is. Anytime people seek control, they not only try to mentally manipulate their designated prey, they also try to use manipulative tactics to sway opinion. And that is where I want you to stay away from. You are individuating yourself, and you are breaking free from all of this collective earthbound mindset, and we're trying to get more into a collective unconsciousness where we are trying to expand healing, mental healing, and Chiron type healing. So don't get caught up in that. Neptune in Pisces and Chiron in Pisces is going to square off with Saturn and square off with the Sun. Again, if people are caught in debatable energy, pushing their opinions, remember that Sagittarian energy is not all high. There's a low. There's a serious, serious low to Sagittarian-based energy. They can exaggerate the details, right? And try to sway your opinion through mental manipulation. They can be incredibly self-indulgent and have ulterior motives in what they're trying to push on them. They can be incredibly blunt and try to limit your belief system through domineering type behaviors that make you submit to their opinion because you just want them to shut the frack up. So, and they could be highly debatable, and you get sick of it and you submit. So, I mean, if you're in that energy, you may be indecisive in a matter that involves a dream or a desired outcome, and this dream has to be based on reality. I really like that dynamic when you're talking Sagittarian-based energy. Sagittarian-based energy is all on fact. It's on stuff that it looks at culture, it looks at life experience, it looks at religious experience, and then it forms an opinion. Neptunian-based energy is like living the dream, happy go lucky, like, you know, everything is good. And there's going to be a clash of these type mindsets, equally immutable energy, and asking you to adapt to reality, not adapt to this mental fantasy without having some facts and without having some legitimate life experience or some higher education to back up this. Uranus energy, I think, is in a plus in this energy. It is about looking at your relationships, and it's about, and when the moon aligns with Libra today, I think what happens in relationships is there's an alignment with what you're emotionally getting, with what you're emotionally receiving. And that's important because in Libra energy, often they sacrifice their needs to please because they want this partnership energy under all costs. But there's some sort of reality that happens that makes you see the person for who they are. Meaning Uranus and Aries is going to trine the Sun, trine Mercury, and trine Saturn. So that's a person that's going to be very transparent, and you're going to be really assessing the reality of this situation. High vibrations of this energy in this trine, that's the low vibration, but the high vibration of this trine is brand new ideas, inventive energy. This is thinking outside of the box. This is developing new concepts, new perspectives, and new ideas, and really challenging collective opinion and getting on board with that new and actually moving forward with new concepts. Super invigorating energy on a high vibration. Dig it. When I tap into it, it's delish. However this is happening, this is an awakening energy, lots of awakening energy that can cause some really honestly mentally stimulating celebratory energy within your mind as you are making decisions based on pros and cons and facts and fiction and perception and logic. Lots of stimulating energy stirring the pot here, but again, highly mutable, so we need all this energy to break us out of collective thinking, stagnant energy, and moving forward energy. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.